So how do you go from this to this? By using this. Now, one thing I love about Ryobi batteries is they have this little meter in the front, which tells you how much power is left in the battery. But not all Ryobi batteries have this, so we're going to fix that today. I'm going to add a meter to this battery. Stick with me and we'll show you how. Now, the first order of business is to take out all these screws here, so we'll do that. These are a security style bit, so you need to make sure you have the right screw. So I will come back when we've got all the bits out, and then we'll open up this battery pack. Now that all the screws are out, you basically hit the sides, you snap it open, and then you pull off the top. And this is what you're left with inside. You can see the little circuit board in here, the batteries, and what we're looking for inside here is a couple of things. There's the positive and the negative, so that's what we're going to actually hook this little connector up to right there, the positive and the negative. And then we're looking at the front. Look at all that space we've got in the front, and the same thing with the top part of this. We've got a lot of space in here. So the first thing we need to do is let's pop this top back on right there, and then we'll look at the top right there. And we're going to figure out basically how much room we have in the top. So let's put the battery connector right on the front here, and excuse the camera for a second. So let's put that right in the front, and we need to figure out where this thing is going. As you can remember, we had a lot of space in there. So it looks like this battery connector is going to need probably a space from there to there. So this is where your trusty little Dremel tool comes into effect. And what you'll need is you'll need to do a Dremel line along here, down to here, and along here, down to here, and then across right there at the bottom. And you'll need to slowly Dremel it out, and you can actually get it to fit really well. Your model battery is might be a little bit different. This will work on more than just a Ryobi battery. So figure it out when you're doing it, and just take it a little bit at a time so that everything fits correctly. The other thing inside the battery we're going to need to do is exchange these wires here. These wires, when we're putting it in the front of the battery, are not going to be able to reach all the way back here to these little posts. So what we're going to have to do is we're going to have to unsolder these wires and replace them with a little bit longer wires for the inside of the battery. I like to use wire with a little silicone sheathing on it. So let's pull some of that out and get to it. Where are my cutters? Let's see here. I got cutters around here somewhere. There we go. Let's grab these guys. All right. So we're gonna cut this wire off right now, and let's cut that one, and let's cut this one right here. The camera makes things 10 times longer to do. Here we go. First order of business, desoldering the old connectors. So let's go and do this real quick. Let's heat this up and pull it off. Come on, you can do it. Let's see here. Do that there. Come on, there we go. And that's the ground. Now let's hit the positive side. There we go. We've tinned these wires up a bit. We're going to actually resolder them inward because of the way we're going to install this into the battery. So let's get the negative hooked up there. There we go. And now let's hook up the hot positive wire to the other side. Let's get that nice and connected there. Very nice. And so now those are connected, opposite of the way they were connected before, but that's going to allow these wires to come right in here and fit right inside as we route these wires back. All right, so now that we've got these wires routed through here towards this end right here, we're going to take each one and we're going to solder it to the actual connector right here. So what we'll do first, let me see if I can get this situated here so it's a little bit easier to see. What we're going to do first is we're going to take some solder, and we're just going to tin these up a little bit more so they'll accept the new wire connection. So just add a little bit of solder to what's already there. prepare it. Do that over here as well. Add a little bit more solder to what's already there. And then the next step is just adding the new wire to the old connection. So we'll soften that up a little bit and add this in here and get this new wire to stick in there. All right, high heat really quick. That's the best way to do this. You don't want to keep heat anywhere near the battery for a long time. So the best way to do this is really quick and high heat. So let's get this on here and connect it. And there we are. We are solidly connected now. And you can see the meter back there is actually lit up right now. So as you can see right there, we've added some hot glue inside. We've got everything put in here. The wires are going and routing nicely into the back there, right up there where we connected them before. Now let's pop the case back on. Should just go down and pop into place. Let's put the screws back in and I'll come back on camera here. So if your power tool battery doesn't have one of these on it from the factory, guess what? You don't have to guess anymore. Just put your own battery meter on it and you can see how much charge you have on your battery. It's really simple. These battery meters are maybe $1 or $2 and they're available on Amazon. They're available on all kinds of places, AliExpress. Just find the meter, follow the instructions, and add it to your own battery. It'll make your life much easier when it comes to tools. We'll talk to you later. Bye.